I first met Sally in Engaging Minds when Sally was just starting and working out this new way of hiring people to get the right people for the jobs that were required. I was working as an HR director at the time and was just completely intrigued by the way she was approaching this entire thing. I've worked with Engaging Minds lots of times now, across a number of businesses in a number of different sectors. There were really clear business drivers for using this methodology. The businesses all were very good branded businesses, and the way we treated customers was desperately important in all occasions, ranging from Saga, the AA and allied healthcare. You could just imagine how important it is to get the right people. The drivers themselves were around the employee turnover causing issues with service, would impact sales, and takes managers' times up because they're looking after the wrong people as opposed to working with the great people to develop them. In terms of the quantitative aspects in some of the organisations I've worked in the past, in Saga for instance, the turnover reduced from 40% to less than 20% within a year. It put £2 million on the bottom line. In allied healthcare, where everyone could get a job in care, we didn't want just anyone. What we wanted was the right people. And so what we did when we changed the application, the adverts, it reduced the number of people that applied. As a result, what that meant in the company was we were only looking at people who really wanted this job. We had a profile that could show us to make sure that we actually got the right people. And through the training afterwards, we could see a vast difference in the number of discipline, grievance, let alone the turnover, which had also halved. Their lives had changed dramatically. What managers could see, not only were they getting people to get results, but they as managers, their jobs had dramatically changed. Their job was about leading and managing and motivating people that were really good and wanted to do the job that they were there to do. The results spoke for themselves. The methodology that Engaging Minds has given us two lots of insight. The first is around the candidates that are coming. We understand more about their national strengths, their motivation and their values. And therefore what we do then is change everything round about it so that we hit those markers for those individuals. In terms of the second way, well, the shocking one of this was that we discovered that HR people and managers, process people, they don't think about the person. They've lost that human touch. They may look at one another as human beings, but they look at candidates as numbers. And that was a bit of a shock actually, that we had lost all of that. So that's changed. The Engaging Mind approach to recruitment is incredibly innovative and creative. There's nothing like it on the market. It tackles the problems that managers face in their everyday life. It takes things that could be seriously complex and makes it very simple, sounds like utter common sense, and therefore people just love it. It doesn't have any of the corporate nonsense that usually goes around with some of the recruitment systems or the competency-based stuff. It's simple, true language that people get, love, and won't put down once they've got it. It's very, very unique. And what's fantastic for companies is that this is a real gift. It's given the companies I've worked with a competitive edge. We find our best people, we understand who they are, what they're like, what their motivators are, and we go and hire more like them. It's a competitive gift. What makes the implementation really effective is right up front, Sally makes it really clear about the time, the budget, and the manner in which we're going to tackle the entire process. And she manages to that. Nothing, I think, has ever slipped in the entire time I've worked with Sally. In terms of the entire approach into the organisation of changing how we recruit, people get captured by this very, very quickly. And the way Sally works and her team work is that they work with people. They work sitting alongside people. They're not consultants. They don't judge people. They're only there to get things right for you, the customer. As a group HR director and senior executive of a number of businesses, what's very clear is this is not just about the financial impact on a business, it's about the emotional impact, not just in the business, but in the individuals. People in the wrong jobs, they suffer, and the people round about them suffer too. So there's nothing more important than getting this right. What's really important to me personally about this work is how it changed businesses. Businesses become more successful. The people working those businesses become more successful, and they just enjoy working with one another. Outside of work, people are a lot more relaxed, they're happy because they're doing something that they love every day, and life's too short not to love what you do.